Hello, greetings and salutations. This is the Real Agent P, and today I'm enjoying some green tea and a nice little Jack cup. And my guest today is a Dragon Ball FighterZ player, a pro player, YouTuber, and streamer. Today I got Shad L coming on with me. How you doing today, Shad?
Good, man. Happy to be here.
Yeah, happy to have you on here, man. You're actually the second pro player I've had on, and I absolutely love talking to you guys. You guys have a lot of insight. I had LK on last season, so like, I just absolutely love it. And the fact that you play my favorite Dragon Ball character, Janemba, is just, you know, like, we're Janem bros, so.
yeah, I'll always be a Janem bro no matter what.
Yeah. All right, so how I like to start these off, I like to get into the really hard-hitting, deep-digging questions. What's your favorite color?
Blue and black.
Nice.
I don't know if we count black as a color today.
Hey, I do. The art people will call it a hue instead of a color, but
a hue.
Yeah.
A shade, a hue.
Yeah, I'll count it because my wife's favorite colors are red and black, so yeah. I have to count black as a color.
No exception at this point.
Yeah, right? All right, so on the topics of favorites, what's your favorite food?
A well-made hamburger, nothing to top it, or spaghetti, one of the two.
Do you like the typical spaghetti marinara, meatballs, shrimp? What do you like on it?
I think when I say spaghetti, it's like real specific because it gotta be like my mom's.
Okay.
It's like I can't just have any of it. So if I don't count her cooking, then I will stick to the burger because it has to be her spaghetti and meatballs. It can't be, out the margin any of I grab.
Yeah, I mean you got to keep mom's spaghetti in there though, man.
Mom spaghetti.
Spaghetti. There's something special about that. Now, how do you like your burgers?
Well done, bacon, no pickles because gross. Double stack because I'm a man of quality. Everything of the sort. It gotta be cleaned up. Just everything on it, lettuce, but just everything but pickles. All good.
Just not a pickle guy.
Not a pickle guy.
Not a pickle guy. That's okay. You make my wife sad, but that's okay. My wife absolutely loves pickles, so.
Oh man, I used to love them. It's just my mom, when she was pregnant with my little sister, all she ate was pickles every day. So I was like, I got PTSD from them at this point.
All right, so that actually kind of segues nicely into what food would you rather die than eat? That's like a normal food.
Chocolate.
Really?
Why? Because it's kind of a toss-up. Because like I'm kind of allergic to chocolate, so if I eat it, I kind of would. But at the same time, I don't like it anymore either.
Okay.
Like I stopped liking it, and then I gained an allergy to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So double on that front. Not only would you rather die, you probably would die. Gotcha.
Probably would. It's get bodied by it, definitely.
Yeah, definitely take you 0-2 on that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, getting into the content creation and everything like that, and the pro playing. Let's start off with the which one came first? Was it the content creation or was it the competition?
Oh, it's interesting because if we just go by the dates, right? Technically, content creation would come first. My YouTube channel has been up since like 2014, but at the same time, in 2014, I was 13. So, so I have little 13-year-old videos from a 13-year-old posting there. Look, check out this. Look at this. It's cool. Yeah. So my content creation started there, but when I got into the FGC and actually started saying, hey, I want my name to be out here for this game, I want to try it, is also when it pushed me to say, hey, I can kind of learn and teach people. So it kind of both came hand in hand once I actually took fighting games as a serious thing.
You talked about like being 13 and getting it. So like, what made you decide to jump into the content creation?
Okay, do I have the clip? Coach Steve versus who was it? It was Steve, right?
Okay.
Him playing Marvel, round start grab, the person pauses the game, and they pretty much end the game right there. that clip, and I was like, I want to say 15 when I saw it. Cause I've been into games, video games, Smash Bros, all that stuff. But I saw that clip, I was like, that is thick. I want to be a clip like that one day. And then I started getting into Street Fighter, because at that point, Marvel was that was when Marvel 3 went into its recession. But Street Fighter 5 just came out in season 2. I was like, I guess I'm gonna play this game. And so I got into that game, and that's where it all really started.
So is that where you started your like rise into the competition and into the pro scene, as it were? Or?
I want to say that Street Fighter 5 was really when, because I know that competing is the thing I'm known for second, because that's what once tournaments start back up, that will be what I'm doing mainly, competing. But I also do know I'm widely known as a tech monster, a lab. Like, oh, if somebody labbed something, I'm probably under the post saying, oh yeah, I've labbed this too. Street Fighter 5 is probably where that started. That piece of my reputation as the lab monster, practices, work on that every day.
So does the lab monster mentality, does that draw you to certain characters over other ones whenever you're picking your character?
It used to. And again, I think it's mainly attributed because of how I was really young getting into fighting games. So everything was just interesting to me. So when I saw a character that when you look at them, you could see a lot was to lab, I didn't really care about nuance and stuff like that. I was just lab as much tech as possible. But now that I'm like, Street Fighter Season 2 was about, 4 or 5 years ago now?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so now that I'm a little older, I like knowing all about fighting games. Every piece of information about fighting games I can learn, I appreciate labbing, which means I lab mundane stuff. Like, this character walks 1% faster than this character, even though we say it's all homogenous. Like, that's kind of where I'm at now.
So what made you decide to do the type of content that you put out?
So actually, I think I started that because, and it's my Mix Me series, which was the big series that I kind of gained a lot of popularity for. It was because I didn't think that that content was being made. Like, we had people explaining the game, and we had people playing the game. But usually the people who explained characters at a super technical, nerdy level weren't the people who were known for that character. And luckily, at that point in time, I was known for Janemba and stuff like that. So I was able to talk about a character at a high level with a high level understanding, but say it in a really nerdy but easy to digest understanding. Because nobody hears, yeah, we use this move because frames here, and we kind of know this RPS that nobody speaks of past a certain level.
Now, I will say that I did learn some stuff from you, because I know that you went on Secret Sauce with my buddy Pinto and did the Janemba Secret Sauce, and the sparking Key Blast corner mix in that, like, I had never even thought to do that, because like I knew that the Key Blast would pull you, but I never thought to like take that in sparking and be like, cool, I'm going to pull you out of the corner, and I'm going to steal the corner, and I'm going to mix you. So now you got to worry about this, cross-up mix. And, so nice.
Yeah, things like that. Like, to people, like to higher level skilled players, they might not like the character, but when they see something like that, like, oh, that makes sense, you could do that. But to any other skill level, nobody would bring that up, because nobody was really saying anything like that about it. Yeah,
and like I said, I played Janemba, but I don't consider myself anywhere near your level. Like, quite honestly, like, but it was never even something that crossed my mind on thinking like, this is something I can do. So like, the fact that we have, lab monsters like you pointing out all that kind of stuff, just, it makes my life easier, to be quite honest. But it also just, like, helps teach everybody, like, hey, this is something cool that this character that is underexplored and underutilized can do, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Getting into, more of the nitty gritty of, games and favorites and all that kind of stuff. What would you say is your all-time favorite fighting game?
Dragon Ball FighterZ and Marvel 3.
Okay.
Very easy statement.
What makes them your favorite?
Marvel 3, previously stated, is what made me even want to be good at fighting games. while Smash Brothers was great, if we're not speaking to Smash, Marvel 3 is my driving force of being a fighting game player, because that fighting game was like me growing up. I saw that fighting game and it was like, wow, these people are so cool, and they were doing so much good for the game, and they just enjoyed it. People were like making a career out of it, enjoying it. And then Dragon Ball Fighters comes along, and I'm not only friends with a lot of people who I was just a kid, and I can now casually text their phone number and call them and stuff like that, like people I was looking up to as a kid. But I can also beat those players. Like beating one of your heroes in a fighting game is a completely different feeling than some people experience.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I've been able to play some very high level people, and even just taking a round off of them, you know, even if it's not taking a full game or taking a full set or anything, just taking a round off of someone that you know is better than you, it gets you hype. And it's a great feeling that I think everybody needs to experience at least once in their life. Just that whole of like, yeah, I just did that. Yeah. You know, hold. You gotta hold that. You gotta hold that.
Something that you gotta hold that. You lost to me.
You lose. Good day, sir.
In the non-fighting game realm, what would you say is your favorite game that's not a fighting game?
Probably between Super Meat Boy 2, Miles Morales, and Journey.
Okay, gotcha.
I speed ran Super Meat Boy 2. Or I used to try to speed run that game, and then Journey was just from an artistic standpoint one of the most beautiful games I ever played. Mm-hmm. And then Miles Morales is my favorite superhero.
Now he's I'm gonna put it out there, he's probably the best Spider-Man. Like, out of all of them. Like, the only other one that I'd hold up there is like Spider-Gwen, because she's just a badass. But like,
I love Spider-Gwen so much.
Yeah, but like Miles is he's probably the best, like, well-rounded one.
Yeah,
as far as like character and development and all that good stuff. And his power set's really cool. He's just a really cool Spider-Man. Like the was it 2077 or 2177, or the one that's really set far in the future? He's kind of cool. 2099. Thank you. Like, he's pretty cool too, but I think Miles just is up here.
Yeah. We got a close order. It's like Miles. I actually do rate OG Peter Parker pretty high. Mm-hmm. Then it's Gwen and 2099 for me.
Yeah.
I love the character Spider-Man in any interpretation. I pretty much love him all the time.
Nice. Now, was that I don't know, I might be showing my age here. You might be too young for this. The old school, I say old school, but like the 90s Spider-Man. Did you ever watch that when you were growing up?
Yeah.
At all?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I might be showing my age here a little bit too much.
Luckily, even though I am one of the younger names in like the fighting game and stuff like that, I kind of was raised all around older people. So
okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I don't
like
feel
my first system was SDF.
Nice. I don't feel so like whippersnapper ish right now. Then so like, that's all good. That's all good. Old Spider-Man cartoon. Growing up on that, what would you say is your favorite, like, TV series that you've ever seen?
Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan. If I could think of any others, unironically Dragon Ball, and probably Bleach.
I actually have not got to watch Attack on Titan. It's not for lack of accessibility. It's one of those, it's on my list, but my list keeps growing, and it's one of those, it's like, you know, when I watch this, I'm gonna want to binge watch it. So,
yeah, you got to. So
I've kind of been waiting for it to get done with, so I can just go all the way through it. But it's just it's like number like 4 or 5 on my list, and every time, like, every new season something comes out and I'm just like, okay, I got this has got to go up here. It's only going to be like 12 episodes. I'll watch that first, and then
you gotta binge it, man. It's so good.
I know. I'm just gonna have to sit down with my wife and binge it because she wants to watch it too. I think she's actually seen the first season. I think
it's a week-long binge, bro. You can see the whole thing.
No, I gotta do that. Like I said, it's up there. I do appreciate the Bleach. Like nobody ever mentions Bleach, and I love Bleach. Like
I love it.
Yeah, it's in my top 5.
I was working on a game for Bleach, so I definitely love the series.
Nice. I see. I would love to see like a fighter style Bleach game. I think that'd be so cool. Thinking of who you'd run though, like probably I'd say Grimjaw would have to be on my team. Just because he's so cool. But like I don't know who your favorite Bleach character is, but
Grimjaw probably, or Hime's actually up there now. An age ago.
Nice. That'd be a good team. That'd be a really good team.
We run top tiers here.
Right. All right. So, Bleach has a lot of music, and it's kind of known for its music, especially like with all the different openings and everything it has. So, what would you say is your favorite musical genre to listen to?
So this is funny. I want to just say the easy answer of like soul, hip hop, and stuff like that. But, and everybody makes fun of this when they meet me. If you take my phone and go through my playlist and hit random, and you keep tapping forward, you're not gonna get the same genre ever. Like it will hop around like very widely, not like in the same ballpark. It can go from like rock to opera to. It really just depends on the activity. Like when I play fighting games, I almost solely listen to like video game, jazz, OST. But in my day-to-day life, I probably never listen to that.
I mean, you got different moods for different times, and like you got your working music, you got your playing music, you got your grinding music. I mean, it's just you gotta have your different vibes for your different times.
I can't play Dragon Ball with Kendrick in the background. I can't personally. It kind of messes me up sometimes. I also can't hear lyrics while I'm playing video games. That's just I have ADHD, so when I try those things, it really does affect me. So I don't listen to lyrics a lot. Like because I'm streaming most of the day, I don't hear lyrics in my music.
So whenever you have like have you picked up Guilty Gear? I'm assuming you have. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have, and I just want to ask to make sure that I'm not like start going. You're like, yeah, I don't have that yet. So when you have that, do you have like the music off on that since pretty much everything has lyrics, or do you have it on like different?
Yeah, I actually made a tweet about it. So the album itself, like all the OSTs, their soundtrack album, it's pretty much an album. But outside of the game, I think it's 9 out of 10, really good. But while I'm playing it, I rated it like a 1 out of 10. I cannot listen to it at all. Like I think Zato's theme is actually amazing. Like I love it so much, but I cannot hear it while I'm playing the game. It messes me up like physically. I cannot do it. So it's not a good album while I'm playing the game at all. So I actually just have it muted. My stream can hear music that they can song request, but I hear no music while I'm playing the game.
So are you a Zato main in that one, or are you who do you main in that one?
Giovanna and Axel right now. They both actually fit me a lot, which they're two completely different archetypes, but it worked out.
I love Gio. She's so fun. Like I'm a dirty Ram player. I'll admit it. Like I love Ram with all, and I'm kind of unapologetic about it. But like, I definitely have the pocket Geo if I need her. And then the one that I found actually most fun is Faust. Like I love just going in here. Like he's got some bad stuff about him, but like he's so fun to just like confuse people. Like throw out the trumpet and it's like, okay, watch and see if they go for it, and if they do, you just stab them.
Sometimes he has some like wacky stuff, but sometimes he just works, and he's so cool to me.
Oh yeah. Now getting some like random item throw combos off with him like is just neat, because explosions go into meteors and you know, there's
The
just
whole screen is
there's
just
so
falling
much,
apart.
so much shit going on. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, stepping back a little bit to like the craziness and the labbing, who have you had the most fun like dissecting and labbing and figuring out?
Probably Janemba and Base Vegeta by a very large margin. I think those are probably my two favorite fighting game characters of all time. In like any game I've ever played. They are like Janemba, he genuinely offered, like, even to this day, sometimes I'll still pick him and be like, wow, I could have did something different there or something more there. And I get entirely new idea. That's why on Twitter, like, I say I don't play him right now, and then I randomly post some Janemba tech months later. Like, oh yeah, I kind of just thought of this. I guess I should show it. But then Base Vegeta is probably the only character in that game that potentially is like limitless to me. And so labbing him is probably the most fun I've had in a while.
Out of everybody labbed, who would you say is the most boring character that you've ever labbed?
I'm gonna be honest, Gotenks. Gotenks, 100%. He's so I really do value my Gotenks, right?
Mhm.
And I do think he's a really sick character in execution, like while playing people. Because you do this, oh, I did Ghost Talk, he got hit, and you make up something, and it's like, wow, that was kind of optimal. But in training mode, once you get the concepts down with him, you don't do nothing new. It's a lot of, oh, yeah, I guess that's the thing I can do here because I did it before. It gets really repetitive for him.
I can imagine that. Like, I know that my main team in fighters is Cooler, 21, and Janemba.
Okay.
And I know that like Cooler is a boring character, and a lot of it's just how do I get the optimal hit with him. But I don't know. I love him. He was the first DLC that I bought because I did not buy like the season 1 pass. And whenever him and 17 were coming out, I'm like, I wanted to buy one, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know which one I want to buy. And at that time, I was playing Krillin 21 Yamcha, or it was 21 Krillin Yamcha. It was bad. Season 1, I didn't know what I was doing. And so like I'm like, which one should I pick? And I'm like, well, I kind of have my mix up with Yamcha a little bit. Not really. It was before I knew what I was doing, so I'm like, I'll pick Cooler because I just like the way I've always liked Cooler as a character.
He's sick as a character.
Yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll drop it on him. And then it was that whole mindset of, I spent money on this character. I'm going to use this character no matter what because I spent money on him kind of mentality. So I had to start getting good with him. And that was hard.
Yeah, I feel that definitely.
Yeah. One of my wrap-up questions I like is about secret talents. So do you have anything that's a talent that people might not know about?
Oh yeah, I do acting and voice acting and stuff like that, and script writing, like fine arts, pretty much outside of the fighting games.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of that, and digital art and design.
So like, do you have any projects that have been picked up by anything that's bigger, or are they kind of just more of a like personal stuff?
Okay, so yes, I do, but NDA on most of them. But I can say on one of the projects I was working on before COVID, it was actually gonna be like a TV show and stuff like that, and it got canceled. Okay. So it was like, well, throw that out the window. But I've definitely, especially now, because I'm only 1 year out of high school right now. Okay. But a lot of like the passion and stuff I picked up are finally gaining like actual work traction lately. And I've done like commission work for like designs and tattoo designs and just art pieces, stuff like that, for graphic design work.
I think the only other thing that I really have to ask you is, I'm sure that you saw the Nickelodeon game
Yeah.
that's going to be coming out. How do you feel about that? Like,
So I'm happy, right? Because rollback, good net code. From a content creation part of view, I can play with my viewers, I can talk to people. And then it's kind of funny because it really does show that right now, rollback and like good netcode is such a selling point, because Punch Time Explosion is the thing, that Cartoon Network game that came out years ago. And it can't just be IP power, because Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon are like right here with each other.
Oh yeah.
And nobody dares touch a Wii game with bad netcode. But I'm definitely excited because I grew up on Nickelodeon. I already saw like Invader Zim, and that was like one of my favorite shows as a child.
I'm waiting for the Ren and Stimpy announcement. I mean, they have Powdered Toast Man in it, so like, and I don't know if they'd play like a dual character, kind of like an Ice Climbers kind of thing. I think that would be really fun.
They have to.
Like you can't just have like Ren and then separately have Stimpy. Like you have to have Ren and Stimpy. It's Ren and Stimpy, or like I think
I need Cat Dog.
I was just about to say Cat Dog. I think like have like a stance change almost, where it flips between the cat and the dog, and they have different movesets depending. Like
map them to the A button and B button to control the different sides or something.
Yeah, right. No, I think it's cool that there's going to be like what looks like a decent competitor to Smash. Like,
yeah,
if as long as it's executed well, and like the graphics look pretty good. So as
for
long
what
as
it's worth, the graphics aren't bad.
Yeah. So as long as the like execution, I think of it is well done, I think it will go over really well, especially considering like the IPs that are in there, you know. And if they get like Fairly Odd Parents and Avatar and, you know, some of those other IPs, like,
yeah,
I mean, you got Avatar Aang beating up on SpongeBob. Like,
imagine if they get Goku.
right? Like, I saw that, like the can of worms that you can open up, because it's like,
yeah,
Dragon Ball was on Nickelodeon, so
Power Rangers was there too. It could get crazy.
Oh yeah. No, if you can see my shelf up there, all the Ninja Turtles on it, like,
Sick.
I know they already like announced Michelangelo and Leonardo. If Donatello's not in the game, I am no biking. Not buying.
They do that a lot though. They don't put all 4 turtles in. I'm always like, why?
Yeah, like Donnie's.
It's finished the family.
Donnie's my favorite. So like, in Injustice 2, I had to play Donnie.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, why not? He's the best. He is the best turtle canonically. I will fight anybody over that. So, but anyway, man, I want to thank you for coming on here. This has been a blast talking to you. It's been a blast getting to meet you, getting to know you. For people who don't know where to find you, let them know where they can come get some action, get some content.
Everybody wants to get to know me, everything like that. I'm a responsible adult, so all my social medias are the same name. Finally, it's just Shaud L _ SHAUD, the capital letter L _ across every piece of media: YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, anywhere that you can make an account. I probably made one. I stream pretty much daily at this point. YouTube content pretty much weekly whenever I'm a committed and adult. And yeah, would be appreciated to talk to anybody. If you come from here, tell me Agent P sent you. I'd be happy as ever to talk to y'all.
Yeah, the whole committed adult thing it's rough sometimes. like
yeah.
Getting that content out whenever you're like, man, I need to do something today. It's like, I haven't uploaded in like 3 days. I need to do something.
You tell everybody you made a schedule. You're like, dang, I have to commit to that schedule, don't I?
Yeah. It's like, man, I got videos. They're just
not uploaded yet.
Not there. I don't have them cut. I don't have them edited. I don't have them done yet. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, Shaud, thank you very much for coming on again. And guys, if you enjoyed the video, first, before you do anything on mine, go check him out. Go give his channels, go give his pages some love. Then you come back here, you go down there, you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button, you ding the bell for notifications, and you leave a comment down below. Tell me who else you'd like to see on here, and I will do my best to get them on. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, but most importantly, Have a great day.